And as you're doing it, they kind of curve a little bit, so you just have to be careful that you don't just assume that they're together. Going to do to that 1/2 inch, and then you're going to pivot, and you're going to stitch to, not to the edge, but to the 1/2 inch, just like you did before. It's really super important that you leave yourself that 1/2 inch seam allowance, and also that you stitch across the top, because if you don't, then you have a weird flappy thing. And then you may as well at the same time, we're going to go in and we're going to clip. But I want you to look at it this way. We're going to press the seam open. This big tall piece, that is the back. So it goes like this onto your arm, right? And so when it does that, you got to think about how it's going to look when it's done. It is the over piece, so it's going to go over top of the other piece. We want your sleeve to always go this direction around your body. So you look at it and go, here's the under part of my vent. It goes this direction, and this upper sleeve is all smooth from there, so I go like that, and my buttons are actually going to end up right there. Okay? So if you do that, you open it up, that means then when you're looking at it this direction, that the vent is all being pressed toward the big tall piece. So then we just clip this little corner, and then there should be a mark down here as well at 2 inches. So you fold to that 2 inch right there, and you're going to take it over and you're going to press this down. You're going to press this so that it is flush with this seam right here. It's nice and flat, and then press this seam allowance flat. Okay? Just going to do that really quickly. Oh, I'll let them do that one. And at the same time, you may as well sew your lining. So your lining is going to be opposite, because we want it to look like this, right, like this, but we want the seam to be the same right there. We want the seams to touch each other. So if you lay it out, it's usually easier when you only have one sleeve to lay it out like this and go, this is how it's going to look, so I'm going to make it so my seam is in there. And then just quickly stitch that one all the way, because we are doing fake vents on our sleeve. So it's slightly different than how we're going to do them on our jacket. And this way, you know for sure before your sleeve is sewn all together, you know, when it does that, you know for sure you're doing it the right direction, right? Because sometimes what happens is that you get your sleeve all sewn together, the vent sewn in, and everything's all done, and then you go to sew your lining sleeve together, and you do it wrong, because it's hard to know and hard to see. So that's a foolproof method, which is what we like, because we're all little bits of fools at sometimes, especially late at night. I was just going to say, so I'm hoping I see you all in here on Monday, working away on these, but I don't, because Monday you should be home eating turkey dinner. And this one, you can just stitch the whole thing right up, both sides. And then it's ready for us for when we need to attach it. Press your seam allowances flat and open, always. All seams in tailoring are pressed flat and open. Yeah, that was not sewn well, but we'll just do that. Alright, so here we go. Here's the sleeve. We've got it like this, and then we're going to press this down. Oh, sorry, did I grab the wrong one?
That's okay.
Okay. And then we're going to press that down as well, right at the 2 inch mark right here.